When we see these incredible success stories, it's so easy to think they just happened. We see the awards, the fame, the finished book in our hands, but what we almost never see is the real story. That unseen chapter, the one that's full of struggle and doubt and just quiet, grinding determination that made it all happen.
So what really builds a legend? Is it just talent? Is it luck? That one-in-a-million idea? Or is it something else? Something forged in a place we hardly ever get to look?
The answer, it turns out, is a lot simpler and, honestly, a lot more profound. It's the part of the story that happens when the lights are off. It's the chapter no one sees.
To really get what this means, let's dive into the story behind one of the biggest successes of our lifetime. We're talking, of course, about the journey of J.K. Rowling.
Before anyone knew her name, this was her reality. She was alone, a single mom just trying to get by. She was completely uncertain about her future, and you better believe she was afraid. But, and this is the key, underneath all of that, there was this one powerful, constant thing: determination.
So what was it that kept her going? It wasn't the dream of getting rich or famous. She had no safety net, no guarantee of comfort. All she had was this one, deeply held belief that stories matter. That was it. That was the fuel in the tank.
But that belief, it was about to be put to the test in a huge way. See, her journey didn't start with a step up. It started with a fall, all the way down to a place that she would later call her foundation of rock bottom.
The world was not exactly waiting with open arms for her story. She got rejection after rejection. Publisher after publisher basically told her, no thanks. They said the book was too long, it was too weird, just too much of a risk.
And all of this professional failure? It was happening while her personal life was incredibly tough. She was a single mother, living on government assistance, pushing her baby in a stroller through the cold streets of Edinburgh, probably feeling like the world had completely forgotten about her.
Let's just put a number on that rejection. 12. 12 major publishers said no to Harry Potter. Can you just imagine that for a second? The kind of resilience it takes to hear that door slam in your face 12 times and still not give up?
And this is the real turning point, and she said it perfectly herself. This wasn't just some nice-sounding line for a speech. This was a hard-won truth. Her absolute lowest point wasn't the end of her story. It was the beginning of everything.
So how does that happen? How does that kind of pain get transformed? Well, it wasn't just something she survived. It actually became the raw material she used to build entire worlds.
And this is the incredible lesson in her story for all of us. Those moments of the deepest pain, the struggles you think might actually break you, those can become your most powerful tools. Your pain can shape worlds. Your struggles can build legends.
So how do you actually do it? It's not about waiting around for some big lightning bolt of inspiration. Dreams aren't built in a couple of huge dramatic moments. They're built in thousands of tiny, quiet ones. It's the discipline to just show up every single day, to do the work when nobody's watching, to just be relentlessly consistent.
And this is where Rowling totally redefines what imagination is. For her, it wasn't just some cozy little escape from a harsh reality. No way. It was a weapon. A weapon she used to fight back against despair, to build a whole new reality for herself, one single word at a time.
Okay, so we've looked at her story, at that chapter that no one ever saw. But this is the part where her story stops being just about her, and it starts being about you.
Because her journey isn't just about writing a novel or creating a boy wizard. It's a universal blueprint for how you overcome adversity, for how you build something that matters out of absolutely nothing.
Look, we all face these things, right? Rejection, fear, failure. And it is so easy to see them as excuses, as reasons to stop. But what if we just reframed them? What if rejection doesn't break you? It builds you. What if fear doesn't paralyze you? It defines what you stand for. And what if failure doesn't end your story? It just shapes you for the next one.
And really, all of this boils down to one simple word: resilience. But here's the thing. It's not some magic trait you're either born with or you're not. It's not a gift. It is a choice, a conscious decision you have to make again and again to get back up one more time than you fall down.
So, what is the final, most important takeaway from her entire incredible journey? I think it all comes down to this one powerful idea. Right now, today, you might feel completely unseen. You might feel totally unprepared for what's in front of you. You might just feel completely overwhelmed by everything. And the most important thing to remember is, so did she. You are standing on common ground.
And just like her, you get to make a choice. So when life demands that you surrender, rise.
When the world around you feels cold and dark, create. Make your own light.
And when every single door seems to slam shut in your face, knock on another one. Let this be your turning point. Begin again.
Because in the end, the magic wasn't just in the world of wizards and wands she built. The real magic was in her. It was in that simple, powerful choice to keep writing, no matter what. Your story's not over. So, the only question left is, what will you write?